Greetings to the Sixth Seal News. I'm going to talk today a little bit about, again, we have China trying to dictate to India on what they can and can't do. It seems like China is very upset at India because India is about to start selling a SAM system to Vietnam, or what is called a surface-to-air missile, okay, to Vietnam. Now, actually, one of the Vietnamese officials, top officials, is supposed to meet with the Chinese, and basically the Chinese are calling him to Beijing so they can pay him off who knows how much money, so he drops the deal with India. Because why would you want to meet with India's about to make a deal, with Vietnam to sell them these missiles, and all of a sudden we have a Vietnamese top official going to China. Somebody's gonna get their pocket full of money, okay? So this deal does not go through. The Chinese do not want to see the Indians, the nation of India, get involved in arms sales because they have a monopoly over it when it comes to selling arms in Asia. They're the ones basically supplying most of all the weapons in Asia, is them, okay? And of course you got Russia involved, and you got some from the US, but mainly they're supplying it. What China does is they supply weapons to every a-hole they can find. Okay, that's who they supply weapons to. Okay, that's what they do. But they don't want India now getting involved in this, okay, to supply weapons to Vietnam. So they basically want to kill the deal. But here's the thing. Vietnam last year, okay, this year that just passed, moved missiles to an islands that were offshore because they don't want the Chinese claiming their territory as part of India, part of China, the South China Sea. So right now, things between Vietnam and China are not good. I think another reason the Chinese don't want India getting involved with Vietnam is because they don't want that if something goes wrong between China and Vietnam, they don't want somebody else stepping in and providing Vietnam with the missiles that are going to be used against the Chinese ships. Because these are air-to-air missiles, but India also has surface-to-surface missiles that they can sell the Vietnamese. Okay, and the US are also providing the Vietnamese with missiles surface-to-surface. Okay, but who in the heck does China? What gives them the balls to tell India, you cannot sell this or you cannot do this? Okay? India can do whatever it feels like it. And now, I don't think this is going to make relationship between India and China any better when the Chinese get involved now to mess up, to screw up a deal that they made with the Vietnamese. They're about to close in this deal for these surface-to-air missiles. They're about to close on that deal. Okay? So I don't think that's going to make things anything. We're talking about millions and millions of dollars here, okay, and weapon systems that the Chinese are about to destroy for the Indian government. They don't want them supplying these missiles, okay? And this is the situation where we have a country like China which is out of control. They are totally out of control. They want to be the only ones that do anything. They sell anything from missiles to shoes. They want to be the only one in the entire world that can manufacture and sell stuff to other people. Okay? And India right now has been stepping on their feet, taking manufacturing jobs from China, taking away a lot of the clothing. India's producing a lot of clothing, shoes, and all different items. Contracts that used to belong to China are coming to India. And now the big one. Arms contract that used to belong to China are coming to India. So who's got the upper hand in all this? Who's the one doing better? And who's the one that's going to be doing better in the future? India. China is on a downhill. Just this last week, some guy put up some numbers about the growth in China was up like 6%. Bullshit. Where did he get the number? What proof does he have? They got no proof. All they got is some official saying this. Their economy is on a downslide. It's what it is, you know. And they and the you know, and the press from the people from the West and the people from other parts of the world cannot believe these numbers coming from a communist country. Numbers coming from a communist countries are they could be manipulated a million ways. There's no way of getting proof for anything they're saying. There's no way of getting the actual data because they have their hands in everything. Okay, they can manipulate all the data, and nobody in that country will ever go against any data that the officials from from China will provide, because they know they'll find themselves in jail, even though if they want to tell the truth. Okay, so we can never trust numbers coming from a communist country like China, any kind of numbers they give. So this is what I got to say. And to the people in India, you know, I'm not a big fan about selling weapons to anybody. Okay, but nobody should be telling you what you can or can't do, especially China. China needs to shut up, sit in their country and shut up, and not get in other people's business or try to ruin other people's business. Because the same way they ruined this deal, or they're about to ruin this deal to sell missiles to Vietnam from India to Vietnam, they may ruin some future big business to make buildings, to make factories in Vietnam. The Chinese will step in. What they're doing is they're paying off officials. That's why they're calling people to China. Okay, so they can make their deals to pay off officials so they can drop the deals. Okay, anyway, this is what I got to say. Till next time, people, I wish I wasn't talking about missiles. I wish I was talking about something else, because I'm not a great fan about arms weapons sales. But I have brought this video up as another point that that India should not be paying attention to anything that China says, and China should mind their own business. Okay, people, have a great day.